Welcome back to day 8 as we're continuing our journey through the Nativity story. We just left off yesterday. Mary has shown up to Zechariah and Elizabeth's house. Why would she be there? Well, we're going to back up a little bit in Luke and we're going to understand what's going on. So we're going to start reading in Luke chapter 1, verse 5. It says, when Herod was king of Judea, there was a Jewish priest named Zechariah. He was a member of the priestly order of Abijah, and his wife Elizabeth was also from the priestly line of Aaron. Zechariah and Elizabeth were righteous in God's eyes, careful to obey all of the Lord's commandments and regulations. They had no children because Elizabeth was unable to conceive, and they were both very old. One day Zechariah was serving God in the temple, for his order was on duty that week. As was the custom of the priests, he was chosen by lot to enter the sanctuary of the Lord and to burn incense. While the incense was being burned, a great crowd stood outside praying. While Zechariah was in the sanctuary, an angel of the Lord appeared to him, standing to the right of the incense altar. Zechariah was shaken and overwhelmed with fear when he saw him. But the angel said, "Don't be afraid, Zechariah. God has heard your prayer. Your wife Elizabeth will give you a son. You are to name him John, and you will have great joy and gladness, and many will rejoice at his birth. For he will be great in the eyes of the Lord. He must never touch wine or other alcoholic drink. He will be filled with the Holy Spirit, even before his birth, and he will turn many Israelites to the Lord their God. He will be a man with spiritual power of Elijah. He will prepare the people for the coming of the Lord. He will turn the hearts of the father to their children, and he will cause those who are rebellious to accept the wisdom of the godly." When Zechariah said to the angel, "How can I be sure this will happen? I'm an old man, and my wife is also well along in years." We're going to stop there. My friends, I want you to process a little bit what's going on here. Why did Mary go see Zechariah and Elizabeth? Well, Zechariah and Elizabeth are old. They're barren. They don't have any kids. And Zechariah, while he's serving God, God tells him that I have heard your prayers. I doubt they had long since stopped praying for a son because of how old they were. And so God heard prayers from way back when. I want you to process today, what are the prayers that maybe you've given up hope that God could even answer them because it's just taking so long for him to answer them? My friends, trusting God's timing is difficult, but it is always worth it. And sometimes his timing is in days, sometimes it's weeks and years, and that's hard. And so never stop praying. I encourage you to process today and continue to pray for those things that God has put on your heart. And I look forward to reading with you again tomorrow.